Hello, and welcome to this episode of the CU Space Cowboy Actual Play Podcast, presented by Tidal Wave Games. I'm Onslaught 6, your host and band leader. We now take you to the stream, already in progress. Good lord. Alrighty, so, what happened last time, guys?
I recapped last time. It's someone else's turn.
Last time, we went to Knott's Berry Farm and, killed Betty White clones.
Berry Farm.
No, you didn't.
Actually, you're right. I did not. I beat the shit out of some Betty White clones.
I blew them up.
You blew them up, and our lovely, botany PhD friend was overwhelmed by beautiful green things for a while, and... Yep.
Why were you guys there, though?
We were there to get back What's-His-Face's saxophone.
Yeah, we smuggled, oh my gosh, I forgot her name.
Angelica?
Angelica, there we go. Angelica Gandolfini, there we go. That's the one I should have written down, not Marshall Mayhem.
Yeah, that guy's gone.
Yeah, it was pretty short-sighted of you to tattoo Marshall Mayhem's name across your chest.
What is this, Memento?
We smuggled her in dressed as Emmy, and we smuggled Emmy in a duffel bag. I remember.
Alright. So that's what happened, huh?
And we cannot confirm or deny whether or not I actually killed the Betty White clones. They might have already been dead before I blew up the back end of the roller coaster. We're not sure.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Right, so we were there on Mars in the first place because we were trying to smuggle Angelica off of Ceres because she was wanted by her Mafia Don father. And we were meeting up with the guy who Sammy owed money to in the Mafia, who also was holding his saxophone sausage, Meat Paccaruso, who then got murdered.
Saxophone sausage?
Yeah, I'm
glad I'm not the only one who heard that. Meat Paccaruso had his saxophone sausage.
He was holding his saxophone ransom, let's say. And yeah. We were meeting up with him at Michael Jordan's Martian Space Jam Berry Farm when we got ambushed by the Golden Girl Syndicate, which is a bounty hunting gang of clones of the Golden Girls who were after Angelica for her bounty and who murdered Meat Paccaruso.
Jesus.
And so now we're sort of stuck on Mars, not really knowing what to do because our contact who we were trying to drop his bounty off with has been murdered. And so Pete was going to meet up with his old botany comrades who were involved with the terraformation of Mars to try to get us some help.
That's right. Okay, so let me divide this up.
I think Angelica is still vaguely dressed like me.
Alright, so... Dr. Pete Moss, you, get in contact with your two, botany colleagues who, are from the Mars Institute for, Terraforming and Biology. Their names are Dr. Gottfried and Dr. Pickler. What do you say?
I'm on the phone with them right now.
Yeah.
Dr. Gottfried, Dr. Pickler, it's been a while. I wish
you got a lot of nerve calling here.
Yes. And there's quite a bit that I wish that I could explain, but right now I'm in a rather urgent matter and I need some assistance.
Are you in a pickle?
Thank you. I wasn't gonna say it.
Indeed I am.
Well, it's a good thing you've called me, Dr. Pickler.
Was he turned into a pickle?
No, that's ridiculous. Why would someone do something like that?
The funniest shit you ever saw?
No, that's horrible. That sounds like a bad early 20th century cartoon that only edgelords like. Who is that? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, Doc, why did you get this bot again?
Don't bring whoever that is on the phone with you to the meeting.
Oh, can I come still? I want to meet another botanist.
Well, actually, that's what I was calling about. I'm in a new line of work, bounty hunting. Very, very fun, very fulfilling. Great stuff. And we currently have a fugitive with us, and we need harbor because the Space Mafia has unfortunately, or I guess they haven't. Pete kind of turns around. He's like to the rest of everyone, trying to get the details. Like, did the Mafia find out where we are, or do we know who got Meatpacker Russo? The details aren't important. We really need to meet up, and we need help getting this girl off planet. Or somewhere secure. I don't know if you guys know anywhere or know anything, if you have access to facilities anymore.
And a bunch of plant nerds are the best option, apparently.
I mean, they're the smartest option.
I didn't want to talk to my aunt, and you don't want to talk to my aunt either.
You have a Martian aunt?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So, they say, Dr. Pickler says, alright, you know where the lab is. You come on over. Don't bring the girl. Don't bring anybody who might compromise what we're doing here.
Certainly, I will be over immediately.
Alright. Go there. Who's coming with you?
Well, he said don't bring anybody who could compromise it, so that probably means nobody.
That's up to him.
We need to disk her again?
It does sound like we're going to have to split up. I did get in contact with some of my old colleagues, and they were surprisingly receptive to helping.
Yeah, you had it on speakerphone. We heard the whole thing.
Oh, that does make life easier. What button is that, by the way, for future reference?
Oh, it's right over here, right next to the mute button.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. I'm sure I won't get those two confused.
Is that like how the parking brake is next to the button for ejecting poop?
Exactly like that.
Alright then.
Well, I know the difference for both of them now.
So who's volunteering to stay with this lovely lady, and who's gonna go talk to plant nerds?
I can stay with the lovely lady.
I guess I'll go.
Spanks is tired today.
Plant nerds.
And they said they didn't want you there, so you want to hang out with us?
Wait,
who's staying? Wait, Emmy is staying with Anna. And Spanks and Pete are going to go see the plant nerds? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And Sammy is staying back because he needs to fix up the ship.
Seems fair.
Because if we're going to make it off of this rock.
Yeah, we did take some damage from those randos out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, you have fun at your, leaf convention.
I mean, leaves are nice. I like plants.
I do too.
Well, you're gonna have a grand old time then. Tell me all about it.
Does
well,
that mean...
I will. I will regale you with the tale.
Oh,
Does
I
that mean
am
Anna
very
gets to
much
help you
looking
fix the
forward
ship?
to it. Non-sarcastically.
So we get to help you fix the ship, right?
Yeah. Sure, kid. What's the fixing a ship equivalent of like handing your little brother the unplugged controller? It's like, all right, I need you
Hold
to
the
go
flashlight
around
over
and-
here. No, not
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Yeah, you need to give me more light.
Actually, I don't even know stat-wise, which of us is even more equipped for this?
Well, I mean, brains is Sammy's second lowest stat,
Same.
so it might be Anna.
Between the three of us, we'll figure it out.
Does Anna have a character sheet? Does she have stats?
No. Of course not.
You expect the DM to roll dice? That's like goes
Absolutely
against
not.
the whole creed of this game.
Yeah.
Good point.
No, clearly she just gives us assistance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
Go ahead
between
and
the
give me
three of
fix
us-
stuff.
Oh, okay. Who's fixing stuff? Is it both of us or who's fixing? Are you
It's-
actually gonna let me touch the ship?
What's your brains talent again?
D8.
No, what's your
brains
talent, though?
Good sense of direction. That doesn't help here, I don't think. Unless it's
I mean, it doesn't
following
help any better than
directions.
getting the gig, which is mine. But whatever, fuck it, I'll just roll it and see what happens. If I can find my D8. There we
I can
go.
always assist if you really screw it.
Oh, that's a 2.
Oh boy. So the Dosage Tango is going to be stuck here for a while. You are not going to be able to leave Mars for you need a extremely rare out of production part
The
that is actually
the
like going to cost
flange
real money.
capacitor is totally shot. Gonna have to get a new one.
Probably from
You
cranking
turn,
the
like,
emergency brake
One
so
bolt
much.
and it's smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly
All right,
Sammy
it's
wanted
okay.
to-
As long we'll be able to take off as long as the flange capacitor is still working. Just this one piece, and opens a panel, and it just like smoke comes billowing out, and there's a spurring sound, and the flange capacitor, whatever it is, comes flying out at you
that awful
and
grinding
shatters
noise
into
is
like
back.
6 pieces on the ground. So, all right, this might take a little bit longer than I was hoping.
All right, great. So, Dr. Pete Moss and Spanks are headed to the Mars Research of Terraforming and Botany. Pete, when you arrive, by instinct, you try and use your ID card that you still have, but obviously it does not work. Because you have been disgraced and kicked out.
So, is there like a doorbell or an intercom I can ring?
Sure.
Right. I ring the bell.
It goes ba-ding, ba-ding. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Ba-ding, ba-ding. And then you hear a... Yeah, hello?
Hi. So I'm here with Dr. Moss, and we're here to see some former colleagues of his about some stuff.
Sinclair and Godfrey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. And, the door takes a minute, and then the light changes from red to green, and it opens up.
All right. Open the door.
You open
And
the
we
door into the main lobby. Pete, obviously, you've been here before. Spanks, you have not. The main entryway to this area, it's like a big airport hangar. There are plants everywhere, hanging like potted plants and stuff like that. All of the pillars and structural things have like vines growing around them. They it almost looks like they let this place like just grow out of control. And
I dig it.
And Pete, you know that there is an employee elevator toward the back of this room. that you should be able to use.
Well, should, but if his ID card already doesn't work on the front door, like, why would it work on the elevator?
I mean, now that we're in, can we just go wherever? Well, not wherever, but like doors will work and stuff.
Yeah.
We have like guest badges.
Yeah,
I'd
we
always
had someone
hoped-
vouch for you, so you're good.
So I guess we start heading up to their offices, and while we're going up, the doctor turns to Spank and he's like, "I always hoped coming back here would be better circumstances, but hopefully someday I'll be fully back reinstated here, and then I can give you the full tour, because this facility is just absolutely incredible."
Take your word for it.
All right, so it stops at floor 23. The doors open up, and this is a familiar lab to you, Dr. Pete. Gottfried and Pickler are there, and they have lab coats on and goggles, and there is a gigantic moving plant in like a fish tank or like an aquarium tank that is just like writhing and moving around, and they are rapidly pouring chemicals of some sort on it that seem to be doing nothing.
I don't like that.
What do I see anything like on any of the tables that like seems like useful plant things?
I mean, there's all kinds of chemicals and tools and stuff that you're familiar with from your botany studies.
Okay, so Pete kind of looks around for a second. He grabs some sort of just like a bag of chemicals that they hadn't touched yet, and just kind of without saying anything tosses it in.
Give me blow stuff up.
Oh, excellent. And that's a move, so I can D10 that. Are you a D10? 3.
3?
Such a great start.
So let's see. So yeah, you pour this chemical in, and there's just a small like, and for a second, the writhing vines stop, and then they go even faster, and they start coming out. It like starts writhing out of the aquarium tank toward Dr. Gottfried and Dr. Pickler.
I do not have a gun.
Why don't you have a gun? Did you not bring it? Do you not own one?
I don't own one. I don't like guns. I punch people.
Punch the plant.
That's what I'm gonna do, I guess. I'm gonna go just punch. I'm gonna engage in some very some gardening. I'm gonna do some gardening.
Some mano a mano or himbo a planto combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say get into a fist fight.
Yeah.
You're gonna plant one on it.
All right, I'm just gonna roll straight
Make
muscle.
like a tree and kick your ass.
That is a 5.
Ooh.
That's the best we've rolled this night so far.
So while you're coming after this thing, it reaches out with like a thorny vine and wraps around your arm, and you feel the thorns like dig into your skin. Go ahead and take a wound.
Did my wounds from last session go away?
Yeah.
Okay. I've taken a wound, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah, between sessions, it all goes away.
That's very rude.
I turn to the two professors and I'm like, well, I see you're doing an excellent job. Keeping things under control while I've been gone.
Pete, go get the flamethrower. Goddamn.
Runs into the back closet and comes back out with a flamethrower.
Do not set me on fire.
What the hell do I roll for operate flamethrower?
Give me handle a big weapon.
You mean there's not an operate flamethrower?
And I think you
break?
should.
What's your muscles?
What an oversight!
And you
My
should have
muscles is D8.
you should have a
talent is
+1
roots.
because you have a big weapon now.
Should I? So my muscles is 10, and my specialty is lesbian himbo, which I would say. If it was like a chainsaw or something, I would be like, well, see, that's like a lumberjill. That's like farming. That's like lumberjacking equipment. Actually, I say, do you guys have a chainsaw?
No,
Do you
That's
have
a-
tree trimmers?
that's on floor 24.
An axe?
He gives you a look like, do you want like
Floor
gesturing to hold it
25.
up towards you?
Sure. Give me the flamethrower.
He tosses it over.
Okay, so you're gonna have disadvantage because your arm is grabbed by this fucking thorny thing.
Would
Are you sure you don't-
fight work if you're trying to use a flamethrower?
Wouldn't what?
Get in a fire
Ow.
fight, would that work? If you're using a flamethrower?
No, it's a big weapon.
So at disadvantage, and I'm gonna add the lesbian himbo because I'm
of
still
course.
nonetheless attempting to do some lumberjacking here.
And that's just once.
Lumberjacking.
You don't have to do that twice and take the lower.
Okay, so I rolled 2 6s.
Okay.
I will take the lower 6, and I got a +3 on the D4, so that's actually a 9.
Okay, you actually have 10 because the +1 from the flamethrower too.
Oh wow, sweet. So now it's like, whoosh.
Yeah. You
Thanks.
lock it in and just like burn off the vine that's grabbing you, and it just lights the whole thing on fire, and it lets out a and just sort of dies inside the tank.
So you guys, I have some questions about your abstract for this paper. What's your hypothesis? And also what journal are you publishing in anyway? Because I don't know, but this seems like it's of limited applicability to terraforming. I mean, but I'm just a civilian and I'm pretty stupid, so it's probable that I'm just dumb. But I still would like to see your paper.
We can't formally publish any of this.
Alrighty then. Interesting.
Yeah, I seem to recall someone getting in trouble for doing something similar to this once.
I gotta say, this doesn't seem very applicable to terraforming. This really just seems more like you're into bioweapons, and that's not cool. And I'm just saying, we're the kind of people who sell people who, do bounty hunting for money, and I would just be a really damn shame if you ended up on, one of our lists. And I'm also saying that, I'm not above selling information to people, and I'm just saying these things.
I think
They
Spanks
say-
is about to become fertilizer.
They
We
say,
totally picked the right person to go here.
Dr. Pickler says, listen, the point is, Dr. Pete Moss, listen, we're really sorry about what happened and how you had to take the fall. It wasn't us that did it. You understand, it was the corporation.
I get it, but I just don't understand why this is still happening, why you're putting yourselves at risk, and why...
We're doing it on behalf of the corporation. That's
Which
just
is
what
what
they
the
want.
corporation- What's the corporation in question, out of curiosity?
It's the Mars Institute of what did I call it? Terraforming and botany. They are
Yeah.
owned by the Mars Tourism Board.
Now that's very
MITD
interesting, because that means
is
this is
run by
actually
the
probably
MTV.
not a bioweapon. This is probably them trying to, make some kind of fucking motile shrubbery as, a tourist attraction.
Like a Martian mascot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Capitalism
exactly.
is dumb as hell,
That's
man.
what we're doing.
Capitalism is dumb as hell, but, if it's not a bioweapon and you're just being incredibly stupid in your quest for,
Well,
You know?
here's the problem. The genetic engineering is illegal, strictly speaking.
Oh, right.
So there's not a whole lot of information about the exact ways to do this stuff. So we're kind of poking in the dark here and seeing what happens.
Yeah, I can sort of see that. Have you considered actually that you could probably sell these things as bioweapons? Like, you know, you put it in the right kind of like latching mechanism and shoot it at somebody's shit. Oh, okay. I'm just saying there's an investment opportunity.
That
here.
isn't up to us. That's up to the corporation. They own all of this.
And unfortunately, they've already had that idea.
Oh,
I
great.
like how Spanks has pulled a complete 180 on the idea of bioweapons.
No, Spanks doesn't. Spanks is we're just trying to find the opportunity here. Trying to find the angle.
Okay.
Spanks is trying to make money off of this.
And if I can't make money, I'm trying to like get some advantage out of it.
Yeah, we're salaried. We don't, we're not gonna get half of anything. They're
And
gonna
it was
take
a
it
beautiful
and
thing.
do whatever they want with it.
Well,
Isn't that
anyway,
right,
that's
Dr.
not.
Godfrey?
We didn't come here to talk to you about really very dubious investments on the behalf of that your superiors are into. We came here to ask you for some help with this girl.
Oh yeah? Tell me about her. And so, while you guys start to do that, we are going to move back to,
Somehow, despite the fact you never gave him any clear direction to help fix the ship, he has somehow gotten, like, grease all over his face and hands. You're not sure why. He disappeared down some shaft that someone shouldn't fit in, and came back just, like, covered in grease, and is like, no, I can't figure it out.
Well, I didn't tell you to do that. Where have you been? I've been looking for you for the past 15 minutes.
I told Anna where I was going.
I thought the fucking Golden Girls got you.
No.
Young man, do you have any idea what time it is? I've been worried sick.
How long are days on Mars?
I'm gonna Google that.
No, I know. They're 25 hours long. So actually,
That's
they're like regular time.
1 day, 0 hours, and 37 minutes.
Yeah, I think they're like 25 hours long.
That's like a really long time. Look, the sun
So,
moves
like,
so much
15
slower
minutes, that
here.
felt like a whole 18 minutes. It was
The sun
forever.
The sun moves so much slower here. It's hard to keep track of time.
Well, listen, if we're gonna get off planet, I gotta replace this part. But I really don't think that we should be moving Anna out in public. With knowing that her bounty is so high, they got all these bounty hunters looking for her. I don't know, would you be able to stay with the ship and keep an eye on things and hold down the fort while I try to run out and get this part?
You leaving me in charge of the ship while you're gone?
Well, let's not jump to conclusions here. I'm still in charge. Let's keep that perfectly
I
clear.
love a good split in
But
the
you
party.
know how like on every ship there's like a captain and then there's like your first mate and like if the captain's gone then the first mate runs the ship? Is that who I am now?
You're more of the, I would say, Pete's the first mate. You're
Pete's
kind
on
of
too.
like the cabin boy.
But everybody else is gonna be gone but me.
That's why Anna's in charge while I'm gone.
Aw.
She
You always get
salutes
the
and
better
says, "I
role.
won't let you down, sir."
You always get the better role.
That's why you're a stunt double.
No, I'm just yanking your chain, kid. You're the captain of the ship while I'm gone.
And then he kind of like turns off to the side to Anna and is like,
He looks ecstatic.
Great.
Just listen, if worst comes to worst, just try to keep your head low. You got your Tesla gun in case you need to fend anybody off. The guns on the ship still work. Really, we just can't take off when the fighters don't work. So if worst comes to worst, you guys can defend yourselves.
Okay.
But just try to keep your head down. Try to keep a low profile. Don't listen to your music too loud. Don't stay up any later than 11 o'clock.
What's 11? That hour didn't exist on series.
That's true.
Or,
Like
I
his,
guess it would
his
be,
like
I
communicator
guess it'd be
still
2
has
a.m. for
series
you.
time. It would be what?
It'd be 2 a.m. for you.
I mean, I've stayed up entire days before. Like 3 whole days in a row sometimes. Didn't you hear, like, we're the planet that never sleeps. We don't have bedtimes.
Well, now we're on Mars, which is the planet that sleeps a lot. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna leave now.
Hey.
Listen, you guys, you got your assignments. All right.
So yeah, Sammy is I don't know, he's gonna go off and try to find some place to replace the flange capacitor on the Dosage Tango.
Alright, so you're gonna need to find a parts place. Why don't you go ahead and gather intel?
Oh,
Okay.
if only
See
you
what
had
you
a
can
good sense
find.
of direction.
Gather intel. Well, that's cool. So,
Yeah, you can like ask around to people and convince them to give you info.
you know,
You don't know anybody on Mars, though.
I changed my dice between this session and the last because I rolled 3 natural ones in a row in our last session. And these ones are not shaping up any better for me.
He's gone for what seems to be an exceedingly long time. I want to learn what every button on this ship does.
Yeah, the second Sammy leaves.
Who's gonna stop me?
Give me operate machinery.
Alright, that's the Baja Blast dice. Let's find out.
Oh boy,
That's 2.
that's a 2. You don't know how to use this thing. These buttons.
All I know
some
is
of
the
them you-
steering
you-
wheel, parking brake.
Yeah, you push some of these buttons and they don't seem to do anything. Maybe if you start the ship, then that'll. We'll have to see. Anyway, so you got a 1 on your finding shit. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Wait a second, because I got juice on my last thing.
Oh yeah.
So I could
Yeah,
roll
you
it
did.
again. And
Yeah,
see
you could roll
if
it
any
again.
worse. I forgot that I'd failed my first roll. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna do
I guess
that.
I have juice now.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, so that's 2? Jeez. And you have no juice.
No. My juice
You are
box is
you are
empty.
having a hell of a time finding this place. Like a flange capacitor. Listen, man, the Dosage Tango is like an older Fedora ship. Okay?
Like the newer model with the
No.
the wider brim.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right? So like they changed. Like the old one had only 2 couplings. The new ones have 1. So like finding one that has the 2 is like a huge pain in the ass for
The
you.
new one looks like a Panama hat.
Yeah. But so let's go back to the Institute. So you explain Anna and everything that's gone on so far, and Dr. Pickler says yeah, so you need her off planet so you can get this Scat King guy's saxophone back.
That's a very succinct way of putting it.
Well, I think we can help. We've been working on some new stuff, and we think we might be able to help out. Also, you told us about that bar that got fucked up with all those people that got turned into trees. We think we can help with that too.
What needs helping there?
They didn't consent.
In your head, you hear, "We've gone over this, Professor."
Right.
Like the
We need
opposite
to
of
turn them
Professor Oak.
back and ask them to turn them back again.
He's got
Sorry, I
it. He's
forgot.
starting to figure this stuff out. This is part of
Pete
why
has
you
a,
took the fall.
Pete has like a shoulder Emmy with wings and a halo. Like Pete's conscience.
I just imagine it's kind of like when Professor Oak pops up on your Pokemon game and says, "Now's not the time for that."
That's the time for that. Dr. Gottfried digs through a drawer, and he gives you a tiny little vial with a syringe. And he says, you should be able to fix this up and turn it into like a spray that you can put it on everything. Everybody who turned into a tree. And then they'll turn back in a couple hours.
Thank you. We will put this to good use.
And if you do that right, maybe you know, this is up to you. But if you,
How thoroughly have you tested this?
we test everything very thoroughly. We can't help you with this part, but depending on how you publicize this, maybe it can get your name cleared out.
Thank you. I
Just imagine the
can't tell
headline:
you-
"Disgraced botanist gets consent."
Also, for the folks that are only listening audibly, I need you to know that, like, Spanks' player just went through the entire
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis meme.
Yeah, that's gonna be Alex's gift for next week. So yeah, they give you that, and they say, now about this Angelica girl, we've got we can figure some sort of plan out. See, maybe if we disguise her as some sort of plant, she won't be able to be detected by the people who are after her.
That's true. You have this vial. Do you have the other vial to turn her into a tree?
Well, see, we're gonna have to formulate that. We need, see, the thing that we need is, are you familiar with a flange capacitor?
Oh, yes. I believe we have one on the ship, as a matter of fact.
Great. If you can bring that in, we can reformulate the components that we need, and then we can create the tree disguise for her.
Okay, you know what? Spanks at this point is gonna say, I'm going out for a smoke. And
Oh, you're
Walks
not
on the
allowed to
building.
smoke here.
I'm going out for some air.
Oh, good. The
And
the air on Mars is very clean. It's very botanical.
Thank
It's
you
got all the
so
oxygenated.
Spanks walks downstairs and he goes outside and he gets out his cell phone and he's like, and he calls his aunt.
Uh-oh.
And now here's what I'm going to describe this aunt. The aunt, I'm making this up mostly, but I figure the aunt works for a totally different university. And the thing is, the aunt is going to continue to she
Mars
her
U.
Spanks. What?
Mars U.
Yeah. And it's like, she's
Hey,
like,
Mars, you
we're going to
too,
say,
buddy.
you know what? We're going to say that she's a theater professor. She teaches theater. And that she's gonna call Spanks by Spanks' real name, which is Janice.
Okay.
And Spanks says, "Hey, Auntie Martha, how you doing?"
Why'd you say that name?
Okay, what do you want me to call you?
No, that's a
Oh.
Zack Snyder joke. Never mind.
Okay, no, yeah. Hey, Auntie Martha, how you doing?
Pete also has
Janice,
a name.
how are you doing?
Hey,
I'm so
I'm
glad
pretty-
you called.
I'm pretty
Why does
good.
everyone speak like they're from Jersey on this planet?
Mars' space jersey.
They're all a bunch of, like, retired, like, New York, Jersey. This is like Miami. I called it Miami the other day.
All right. So, I got a little pickle that maybe you can like help me with. I came across this kid. Her name's Angelica, and she just needs somewhere to crash for a couple of days. And I was actually wondering if you could like, put her up at your place, kind of like you do with students. When you've got a wayward student, you just let them crash on the couch. And she won't be any trouble at all. And actually, I think she might even have a career in acting if you wanted to like, talk to her about applying for college. But she just needs a couple of days. Is that cool?
I will do anything for you. I may not always approve of all of your life choices, but that's okay.
Thanks, Auntie. Great. So, I am gonna go and go back, and I'm gonna start heading... You're just gonna leave Moss there. I'm gonna start heading back to the ship. Because I think that this whole, let's use, like, untested, highly volatile compounds to possibly turn this person to a tree sounds like the worst fucking idea I've ever heard. And I'm like, instead, whereas crashing on Aunt Martha's couch, especially because Aunt Martha is like is like in a theater department, and I don't need to tell Aunt Martha this shit. Aunt Martha, I know for a fact, can like beat up mafia guys if she has to.
She don't know shit.
So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the ship and be like, all right, guys. How long does that take me?
The only person.
To get back to the ship?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see, because some other shit is gonna go down.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'd say probably less time than it takes Sammy to find that part.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab myself...
he failed bad.
I'm gonna go grab myself a drink out of the fridge, but I will be right back, and you can keep playing without me and just catch me up when I am back.
Oh, don't worry. So, Emmy, you are, at the ship, right? Pushing all the buttons, having a grand old time trying to figure out... Do you start the ship? To see if the buttons do anything different?
That's a good question. Has Anna like tried to stop me at all, or is she just enabling this?
No, she's just enabling. She's like 16, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, let's be dangerous.
Yes. We definitely actually asked what kind of music she wanted to blast over the radio while we did this. Because Sammy's not here to stop me.
It's Guns N' Roses.
It's Guns N' Roses, yes.
You could be my eye.
Look, I already know the ship can't go anywhere because we're missing the part that makes it go. So I might as well, how like you can turn on the car without actually turning on the gas.
It'll start up. It just can't engage in like its liftoff shit without this.
Yeah. Well, if she is actively enabling and possibly encouraging me to do this, then yes. Because I don't have a lot of friends.
All right. You start the ship. The ship is now started. It is extremely loud, especially with a malfunctioning flange capacitor. And
space muffler.
Yeah, and it just starts just vibrating while it works. And now you can try to push all the buttons. Give me operate machinery.
Cool. That's not the right die. There we go. Nice. That time it was a 6.
Oh boy. So you feel everything tilting and tilting and tilting until you are almost on your side. Angelica like falls down, and then you hear a loud scraping noise. And on one of the side view cameras, you can see like the brim of the Fedora ship scraping against the bottom of the hangar. What do you do?
Shit. He's definitely gonna notice that. And try to ride it again.
Yeah, give me operate machinery again. To see if
I only have a D8 in this, so like, I can only pass on an 8. That's a 4. I'm gonna use juice.
Oh boy. The juice. Alright.
Another 4. That's 8.
Oh boy.
Still not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you just hear as the side of the brim crunches in further, and the whole ship is now directly sideways, and you are just like pressed up against the side of the cockpit.
I had a seatbelt on.
Yeah, it only helps so much.
So I'm just gonna be like, as captain of the ship, I'm making the executive decision we should probably get off.
Okay, then
I'll
give
turn
me...
off the Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses could be it would be a pretty good episode title.
So give me dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge to escape the ship, which you're not turning off or anything.
Well, clearly I don't know how to actually turn it on, and like I've turned it on, but I don't exactly know how to like turn the key to turn it off. I've just like, you know,
It's the
it's
same
kind of, like,
button.
just stuck. No, I feel like his is old enough it actually had like, you know, like the you had to turn a key, like a car.
Next time, Sammy's
Alright.
gonna take his keys with him.
Fitting in both in spaces, both can't help me in this.
Yeah.
Alright. That's 13.
13? Alright, yeah. You're able to get out without any major hiccups. And you just watch... Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm having flashbacks to the time when I was like 10 years old, and my mom left me in the car while she ran into her work to do something, and we were parked at the top of a hill.
And
I was
she
reaching
didn't
into
have
the-
the... Oh my god.
And we were reaching. I was reaching into the back seat to grab my Game Boy, and my pocket caught on the emergency brake and lifted up. And so I'm sitting back in my seat, and I all of a sudden start noticing the car is just rolling backwards down the hill.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have the foresight to like hit the brake or anything. So I was just like 10 years old, just like steering from the passenger seat, trying not
Oh,
to
I
like,
wasn't
hit
even
anything.
old enough to steer.
And yeah, eventually
but-
like came to a rest and found the hill, like bumping up against somebody else's car.
Good lord.
I looked out, we were just in our driveway when I accidentally put the car in neutral as a small child. And it just went down one and back up into the other.
I opened the door on the highway once as my mom went around a corner and almost fell out the car.
Jesus.
So this is a
Yeah.
very true to life
Yeah.
experience for all of us. We've all been there. We've all been left in the vehicle unattended by a parent who thought we were more responsible than we actually were.
Well, the thing about me is I wasn't even unattended. Mom was driving the car in the front seat. I was in the back, and I was just like, I was trying to open the window, and I just was like pulling levers, and it turns out the door wasn't locked.
If Teal is not in direct line of sight, they're basically unattended.
But yeah, I managed to get me and, what's her name? Anna out safely.
Yeah, you're out. You're out, and
I
you
just
see...
imagine.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just imagine the ship is just like slowly spinning.
Oh no,
One of
it's
its
going
brims.
this way.
It's
It's going this
a
way.
barrel roll.
So now it's up. Yeah, it's upside down now, and that's
It's
when
one-
Is it spinning in place or is it rolling away?
it's in place as much as it
Okay.
can be in this small hangar space. But once it is
Gotcha.
fully upside down, you see the engines blink and then crap out, and it falls directly
I think we,
upside
like-
down.
We only got it, like, just off the ground enough.
Yeah, just enough that it could do that.
Do you think he's gonna notice?
And that's when you hear a voice behind you say, no, but I did.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, I'm going to, immediately assume I'm in trouble, grab Anna and run.
All right. So as you run away, you're being shot at by a guy with a big face mask with the Xbox logo on it.
This is perfect. I'm absolutely going to blame him for flipping the ship. But yeah, I just immediately think that like it's some like person that works the hangar who's like, you're in trouble, young man. So I just bolt with Anna.
All right, give me dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Yeah, because you might.
Okay. Alright. That's a 4.
That's a 4? Oh god, you have to take a double wound. Where do you get shot at?
I've always got my back facing these people every time I get shot at.
We're rolling spectacularly today.
Yeah, I know.
Gonna say probably, oh, you said double wound, so that's like actually pretty bad.
Yeah, that's 2.
Probably like the back of the knee.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks. Sucks for you. Alright, so you are shot in the back of your knee as this guy yells. He yells, "Where's Sammy Sinclair?"
Okay, well, this is gonna be... it's like, did they like close all of the doors to the hangar, or like...
Give me
here?
read a situation, because this is a little dicey.
Okay,
You're not...
this would be a brain read of a situation.
Well, you could do that, or you could keep cool under pressure. Which one's better for you?
Cool is my worst stat. Would my good sense of direction help me find my way out, the emergency exit?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
Alright, then I'm gonna use, read a situation with brains. That's
Do you even have those? Oh,
Yeah,
I guess you do.
He has good brains. I mean, he has like D8 brains.
I have D6 brains, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Alright, so what did you get? 8?
I got an 8, yes.
8? Is that 8 on an 8?
No, that was a 7 and a 1 on the talent.
Okay.
It was so close.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. So how did this guy get in here? The doors would have been locked and the code and all the, you're not sure.
Sammy left the door open, didn't he?
Maybe, I don't know. You weren't really paying attention. You were so distracted by all the shiny buttons and being the captain. Fuck. What are you gonna do? Spanks, this is when, so as you're coming toward the hangar, right? You're like, alright, you hear, gunshots. And first you hear the big sound of the ship engines turning off and dropping. Then you hear gunfire.
I didn't take the flamethrower with me.
No, you didn't.
I should have just walked out with it.
You left it
Okay.
there.
My main
I
question
really like.
where's
I really
Angelica?
Like Spanks' sense of morality, where he's against guns but totally cool with flamethrowers.
It's not that he's even against guns, he just doesn't like them.
They're just too loud.
Yeah, they're loud and they're impersonal. You know?
Spanks can't have tinnitus on stage. That's fucking...
They remind Spanks too much of himself.
You also know that between Emmy and Sammy... You also know that between Emmy and Sammy, only one of them has a gun.
Okay. Also, my gun is technically on the ship. It's just in my locker. But it's on the ship. And that's a problem. Okay, so what I want to know is, where's Angelica? Is that her name?
Me.
Yeah.
Angelica? Yeah, she's... We've been calling her for Anna for short. But she's with
Anna?
me.
Yeah, she's...
Okay.
I mean, she's in there. She was able to, like, get away with Sammy. I assume you guys are, like, behind cover or something at this point, trying to figure out...
Yeah, if I can't find
I said Sammy, I meant Emmy.
I am currently outside the ship. What do I see in the bay? Like, what am I looking at here?
Okay, so the ship is upside down. There are a few crates, stacked up, all around, just like cargo and parts laying around, because Sammy was trying to fix the ship and do some stuff. And there is a dude in a black trench coat with a submachine gun, and he's wearing a mask with the Xbox logo on it.
Has he seen me yet?
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I basically just walked in the door and then went, whoa, and I'm trying to assess the situation.
Then no. Or, yes, he has seen
the meme
you.
with the pizza and the room's on fire.
Yeah. Community
Yeah, that's
meme.
exactly it. It's okay, and does he have his back to me?
Yes.
I am going to try to just cold clock him and knock him out.
Okay, give me ambush someone.
Ooh, is that moves? I was gonna go for
Yes.
knock someone out. Like, I'm just trying, I don't care if he sees me on the way there, I'm just trying to knock him out before he can do
Well,
anything.
here's what it is. Give me ambush someone, and that'll give you advantage on knock someone out.
Okay, so ambush somebody, and the swing dancing definitely won't count for that, so I need to find a D8. Come on, potato salad!
Yeah, I actually think I have
That
to
is-
rewrite the text for ambush someone in this book.
That is not potato salad, that was a 4.
4? Okay, yeah. So he notices you, and he swings around and shoots at you, and you're gonna have to take a wound.
Ouch, I'm at 2 of those now. Well,
Jesus,
in that
yeah.
case... in that case, I'm gonna try... Do I want to disarm him, or do I think I want to disarm him first.
Okay.
If he's turned around and not paying attention to me, can I attempt to jump him?
Yes, you can.
Should I try to disarm him first, or do you want to jump him now?
If
Well,
I jump him,
if Emmy does it, you can get advantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let's do that way.
so I'm basically trying to attempt to ambush him, because I see that you have come to my rescue.
Maybe come to you. Okay, never mind.
I
I have an agenda right now. I'm trying to get it done, and things keep happening.
That would be an 8 for ambushing.
8?
Woo!
That's close. Yeah, so he notices you, and he starts trying to shoot in your direction. Are you gonna like attack?
So he's just sort of spinning around in a circle right now, being like,
now, well, he turns around, he shot at you, and then he notices Emmy come around him, and he like tries to do this thing, but he's
Yeah.
going like this, so he's not super effective at it. Give me what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going after him then, despite being almost shot at, or?
To me, or?
Yeah, you.
Well, yeah, because I don't have anywhere to go. I think I'm stuck in here.
Okay.
So, and if he's shooting at me, he's not shooting at Anna. So.
Alright. So are you gonna, like, try and knock him out or disarm him, or?
Let's see here. Can I attempt to knock him out and use my
let's-
talent to just kind of, like, dive between,
Yeah,
like,
so
you know, he's
both of
standing,
you
like,
do
dive
it,
under his legs and try to knock
because
him out.
Spanks was also gonna try and knock him out, so both of you do it, like, do a help roll with it.
Cool. Can I use my talent since I'm gonna go low?
Yeah.
well, I'm trying to like rescue some people, so I'm definitely himboing it up here.
Yes.
Oh
It's the dream
yes,
team.
that's a 9.
That is a 9?
6.
Oh, jeez, alright, yeah.
A 9
All
and
right.
a 6, so...
Bonk.
This guy's down. He's fucking on the ground. He's out.
I take his gun.
Okay, you take his gun.
So it's a machine gun, you said?
Yeah.
Does it have ammo?
Yeah, our gun has ammo.
Can I restrain him while Banks is removing his weaponry?
Sure.
Alright.
Alright,
So
and restraints give you what on that? +2?
You don't have to. He's knocked out. He's done.
Okay.
yeah,
he's
we
knocked out.
clocked him.
Cool.
Yeah.
I say okay. So, hi, Anna. I think I've solved I think I've solved our problem, and I will give you some explanation. So, Dr. Moss's idea isn't going to work. He wanted to use some highly experimental, science thing to turn you into a tree, and I didn't think you'd be into that.
Hey, just a small thing other than, than bleeding a lot. That dude was looking for Sammy.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. I didn't stop to ask.
Cut to Sammy at a parts store, yelling at the guy behind the counter.
Oh,
Okay,
you're being
well-
a Karen.
Okay, I'm gonna try to focus on one thing at a time.
I just need a goddamn flange capacitors. That's so hard. You're the 8th part shop I've been to. Every single one of them says they're out of stock on flange capacitors.
Listen, you're gonna come to Mars looking for outdated technology. What's wrong with you? Why do you think this is a thing that would possibly... We only carry things made in the last, 2 years.
Look, it's a... What's a word for a hat? The Haberdasher 3008. It's Dasher 3008 is the top of the line model. Okay, it's a classic. It never goes out of style. You're telling me you don't have any parts for a classic?
What is the name of this store?
What is the name of the store?
I'm asking you.
It's he just looks up at the sign. It's just no classic parts.
Yeah.
It's like super advanced auto parts. Nothing beyond the
Super advanced auto.
It's listen, man, you gotta help me out. You're the 8th store I've been to. You gotta know somebody.
He says, all right, listen, why don't you try checking out, there's a guy in the kind of the rough part of town. He's named the Junk Lord.
Not ominous.
That sounds promising.
You might find something for your classic vehicle here.
I don't appreciate the sarcasm, but I do appreciate the direction, so thank you.
Get the fuck out of my store.
Get the fuck out of my store!
This is... No.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Hey, Mars, you, buddy!
Doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, Mars, you!
I love that Lucid and I had the same face journey there.
So, Sammy, as you walk out, it's Dr. Pete Moss with 2 guys in lab coats.
Samuel!
Oh, Doc, how'd the plant convention go?
Excellent. We've got a plan. All we need to do while the ship is still grounded is borrow the flange capacitor.
About that.
It was weird story. Also, did you say that you had a plan or you had a plant?
Well, yes. Well, we have a
The answer
plan.
is
We're
yes.
going to have a plan. See, if we turn Anna into a tree, she'll be completely untraceable.
All right. Well, listen. The flange capacitor on the Dosage Tango is shot. I'm actually.
What do you
looking for
mean?
that part.
How did you break a flange capacitor?
No, I mean it literally got shot. We got shot at, and a bullet went into the flange capacitor.
What is wrong with you that you were flying around with your flange capacitor exposed?
It's those diagrams of the World War II planes with the bullets in them. It shows you all the places you can get shot. And the plane will survive. We got
What's
shot.
World
in
War
places
II?
that it won't.
That was the one before
That's a
Space
very
War
good
1.
question, and I don't have a good answer for you. But listen, I might have a lead on where we can hopefully get 2 flange capacitors, I guess. Jesus Christ, this day's getting longer and longer.
It's because we're on Mars.
God, this day feels like it's 25 hours long.
You've been on stairs too long. You've gone local.
We want to take a nap before we go do this.
It's tempting, but no. I left. I don't know. I left the kids with the ship. I'm getting a little bit worried. I've been gone for about 15 minutes. I don't know.
You went to 8 stores in 15 minutes?
Yeah, they were all right next to each other.
That was the clerk in the store that I just left. Just like yelled that out the door at me.
You made such a big stink about how you've been doing this all day. It's been 15 minutes.
Yeah. He's
Look,
exhausted.
Ceres has ruined him.
He didn't actually go to 8 stores. This was like the first one he'd actually found.
He just kept coming back in and out and claiming he was a different person.
The first store was the
Like Bugs
deli,
Bunny,
the
yeah.
second store was the pharmacy. This was the first, like, auto parts store.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what a 2 gets you. Or no, it was a 1. That's right.
Yeah,
There's a
it was
2 after he
ones in
used
a row.
his juice.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Spanks, you and Emmy are taking, Angelica to your Auntie Martha's.
Yes, and like I gave her the whole spiel, and I said to Anna, I don't think you want dubious scientists to try to turn you into a tree, right?
No.
Okay,
That would be bad.
Yeah, my auntie's, she's a little weird, but she's a good person, and she can definitely keep you safe. She runs a theater department. She's cool.
That's
Let's
good
go.
acting.
What are
Yeah,
you guys-
you
What are you guys doing with the assassin guy?
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, what do we do with that guy?
oh boy. Kind of wanted.
Also,
I mean,
if Sammy comes back and sees that this guy turned his ship upside down and I'm not there...
that's a great idea. How about, no, that means it's not your fault. That means the ship got turned upside down, and who knows where you are? You could be dead.
I mean...
Just
why
fake
would
your
you
own
think
death.
It's my fault.
Because there's an assassin here, you could have died, and obviously it's this guy's fault. This is a flawless
Yeah.
plan with no failure modes.
It's obviously his fault. He's the one that flipped the ship, and I just got Anna to safety. Right, Anna?
Right. That's definitely what happened. We totally weren't blaring Guns N' Roses while all this happened.
Alright, problem solved, let's go.
Sammy is like that, not Sammy, Spanks, fucking S names. Spanks is just like that cool adult that's gonna be like, it's okay, we won't tell your parents.
So what are you doing with the guy?
Yeah,
We're
what
gonna
are we
leave.
doing with the guy?
Well, we did we tie him up?
Yeah, he's tied up. He's
I don't see any reason not to like just fucking leave him here.
We could cuff him to the ship.
Wait,
like,
I've got a
leave-
better idea. Hang on a second. I finally, is there the computer? I go look and see if there's a bounty out on this dude.
Well, you're gonna have to look at it
Pete
upside
Moss
down.
has the computer.
Okay, I look at it upside down.
Give me gather intel at disadvantage because it's upside down.
Oh god, I'm really bad at that, and this is gonna go.
Can help. I'm great at handstands.
Oh, I got a 5.
5?
Yeah.
This guy... So he does have a bounty on him. The information is incomplete, but you know his name is Mr. Xbox.
What a loser. What does that even mean?
He's got a mask with the Xbox logo on it.
Are Xboxes still a thing?
I don't know.
They're always going to be.
Did you know that the Xbox logo apparently was based on bread?
That makes sense.
It looks like old bread.
Yeah, little.
Yeah. Turns out the guy who designed the logo and like who was also one of the lead designers is also like really into baking bread and stuff. So anyway, now you know. So yeah, I'm just like, fuck it. Let's go turn this. I mean, if we're gonna get rid of this guy, let's go turn this guy in, I guess, and then we can go.
Okay, Emmy says as he starts limping behind you.
I've got 2 wounds. Do you need a band-aid?
Well, I've got these, and he like
can...
shakes the pain drugs. It's like, but I think maybe we shouldn't walk on these.
You can always try and patch each other up.
Oh,
we could try to patch each other up.
You don't want me to try that. I mean, maybe you do, but I'm not very good at this.
So yeah, you guys take this guy to the bounty station. He's worth small fries. You guys get like 200 each.
Look, my thing is that it just gets him off of our hands.
Yeah, of course.
We're just gonna like lean on each other. Like your wounds are on one side, my wounds are on the other.
I'm gonna be fine. I can walk it off. You need to shut up and stop complaining, and we need to finish this job.
It's like, okay.
Sorry, I'm a little done and over the entire situation. Just want to get this done so I don't have to worry about her anymore, okay? Sorry. Alright, we keep on heading.
I'm right here.
No, and hun, it's not your fault. I blame everyone else in this group except you, including myself. But I'm gonna finish the fucking job. I promise you my Auntie Martha is very cool. Auntie Martha thinks I'm a goddamn idiot, and she's right. So, let's go.
Alright, great. So you go up to Auntie Martha's apartment. She opens his door. Oh, hello there!
Hey, Auntie. Oh, God. And I get a big hug, I'm sure.
Yep.
Does she call me Janice?
Yes, Janice. You haven't eaten anything. Are you eating? Why you're so thin? Come in and have something to eat. I'll make you pierogies from scratch right now.
I'm sure Spanks still looks relatively healthy weight next to the
90-pound
soaking wet
So-
kid next to her.
So
Oh my
these are
goodness! Look at these two, your friends. They're so young and limber.
Yeah, so this is Anna, and she's the one who needs a place to crash. And this is, what's her name again?
He's like, Emmy?
This is Emmy. He wants to go into the movies.
Stunt double, but only part-time.
At which point, that having spoken to theater people, the theater people will be like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Like, movies is hard to break into. Have you considered a career on the stage?"
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing stunt doubling. Oh, only real people do their own stunts, but there shouldn't be too many of those on the stage where you should be. You should join the Moss U Theater Department.
Yeah, you should.
We can get you a scholarship program.
Oh wait, no, but Emmy's already pretty badly in debt to a school on Ceres, so I don't think he wants to go back to school.
Maybe we can get that written off. I don't know.
You can.
I mean, Auntie, if you got a way to make that happen, I'm sure that Emmy would be definitely in talks with whatever scheme you've got in mind.
We'll see what we can do later, but first we have to feed you. Let's make pierogies.
Yeah, let's have those pierogies. I do love pierogies.
Never had those before. What are they?
You've never had pierogies? Auntie, we gotta solve the problem.
Oh my goodness.
I lived my entire 68 years of my life on Ceres.
Oh, Auntie, you know
so
about
young.
those Ceres people and their weird-ass calendar. Anyway.
Look, I said 68 years in Ceres in the same sentence. They get it.
Nope. We're all like, oh yeah, okay. So.
Alright, so while you guys are getting a nice home-cooked meal, Pete Moss and Sammy Sinclair.
It's like, are you good at fixing bullet wounds?
Actually, hey, Auntie, Auntie, can we actually head down to the university, like, first aid office, and are they going to be able to help us out?
Oh, I've got some stuff here I can help. It can help out. It's fine.
Perfect. It's just some bullet wounds, you know.
Just bullet wounds.
Yes, I know you're always doing the dangerous gunplay. You really should watch out who you hang around with.
They like
Yeah, I
give
really-
you stitches with like knitting needles.
Look, it can't be any worse than the surgery I performed with a knife on on Mayhem's goon.
So the other group, you guys are now in the shady part of the main city on Mars.
Lots of trees here.
No, actually, this is there's a lot of places where there used to be trees, but they've long since they planted the trees like 10, 15 years ago and have not been back. It's like they came in, planted the tree, and went, "All right, we're done here. Get out." So they've not been maintained. Half of them are dead or decrepit and falling down. Everything's all fucked up here.
Dandelions everywhere.
And there is a big,
Hey, don't besmirch dandelions. They are they actually never mind. Anyway,
there's a big metal wall 12 feet high with a big double door and a small intercom.
Okay.
Did you try the intercom?
We
Yeah,
didn't,
which
but
button is
clearly
that?
you can hear us without it, so...
You have to use the intercom. You can't just talk out loud.
But you can hear us, even if we don't use the intercom. Like, we're having a conversation right now.
Clearly, they only heard you beat on the door.
All right. Sammy presses the intercom.
What do you want?
We're looking for the,
You have to
what's
say.
this guy's name? Oh, sorry. We're looking for the junkyard dog?
Junkyard Dog was a pro wrestler.
Junkie James? I don't know. I can't remember this guy's name. Oh, sorry.
Do you mean the Junk Lord?
The
I
Juggalord?
don't think that was it.
Like a clown?
No, the Junk Lord. Are you looking for the Junk Lord?
Oh, yeah, that's the guy. Sorry. That was the guy. Listen, we're here. Listen, we're hoping we can exchange some money for goods and services. We're looking for a flange capacitor or two.
Why didn't you just say that?
Are you gonna let us in or not?
The door opens.
Thank you. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, thank you.
There's somebody is standing on the other side of the door.
No, nobody's standing there. You walk, the door opens up, and there is, this place is like a gigantic space junkyard. There is, old ships of all kinds of, technical equipment. There's just a wall of, like a pile of CRT TVs, scattered old, game systems and, technology. Old phones like we would have now, phones there.
Okay.
They had smartphones, but they went back to the dumb phones.
Yes,
Listen, they're right.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
TVs.
Social media was outlawed.
Just ask the video king.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Junk Lord.
Nothing.
Is anyone home?
You do see a large metal and concrete building in the middle of the junkyard.
Oh, well, let's go there.
So you walk in, there's no door, it's just a doorway, and the inside of the building is completely black. There is a large CRT TV playing static, and you see a figure in a chair just backlit by the static.
Oh, I love this show.
Hello? We're sorry to interrupt. We are you...
Hi, I'm the Junk Lord.
What?
I don't think you have to do that. We're right here. I mean, you can if you want to. I should be more considerate.
Oh, I do.
Okay, then. We were interested in perhaps buying some vintage flange capacitors.
They're classic.
They're not classic. They're just old.
Listen, a true classic never goes out of style.
Yes, they do.
Listen,
Well,
you got something to sell us or not?
That depends on what you're offering.
Well, we got
Here!
lots of Jordans, a few leaves. Think I still got some jazz cheese lying around too.
All right. So he says, listen, I'm not particularly interested in money. I can get money. It's not that hard. I'd much rather try and get, vintage parts and crazy old stuff. So what do you have that you can offer me?
Well, the only crazy old stuff I got is Dr. Pete Moss over here, and I don't think you want him. You know what I'm saying? He elbows Pete like super hard.
Is that the disgraced botanist, Dr. Pete Moss?
Grace is
Yes,
a
it
strong
is
word.
him. It's definitely him. We are not associated with him at all.
Why can you guys never be cool about this? This is why I never call. Swear to God. Yes, I'm
Did he have anything to say to that?
He says, well, I do have sympathy for people who have been disgraced and who are not able to get their lives back on track. So, Pete Moss, I think I'll be able to help you.
Thank you very much, sir.
You, though, I fucking don't know what I'm going to tell you.
Listen, as long as you tell me you got a flange capacitor, I don't care what else you say.
Out back, I have a Haberdashery 3007. I know, I know that it's the older
the
one.
3007, that's an even more classic model. That's impressive.
No, it isn't. They didn't change over the what is it? The flange capacitor until the 3012 model. So it should still fit.
Oh, excellent. You don't happen to have two of those lying around, do you?
I only have one.
Well, I think we only need to borrow it for a little bit, and then we can put it in the ship, right? He says, turning to Pickler and Godfrey.
Well, we're not 100% on that. We'll see.
I love how Pickler suddenly
Taking
turns
bigger
into
risk on less.
Spanks' aunt.
I mean, one
No,
flange
Spanks'
capacitor
Ann has a much higher voice and is. Why are you doing that? Don't make fun of my voices.
Very entertaining.
Okay, so is he just gonna let us have the flange capacitor?
Well, that depends on he's willing to let Pete Moss have it. Yeah.
Okay.
But he says I'm gonna need a favor from Pete Moss eventually.
Absolutely. Here's I guess he hands him his card or something. It's his old university card, but like everything's like anything having to do with any sort of professional is scratched off. It's his name and his old phone number for his office crossed out and his cell scribbled over it. Like this business card is 90% crossed out in pen.
God, I'm just having flashbacks to an old job where someone would bring that in and be like, "You can edit this, right?" Like half the crap scratched out. I was like, "Do you have a clean one?" Oh.
And
Source hate you, Pete Moss.
he takes
I
the
hope you know
card
that.
and he says, all right, I'll be in touch soon.
Looking forward to it. And I guess we take the flange
Get outta
capacitor and leave very quickly before he changes his mind.
Well, when you get back there, you'll have to, here's the thing. This Haberdashery 3007 is super, like, crumpled up and, like, in pieces. Like, someone has already raided this before for other parts, and, like, moved a bunch of shit around. So you guys are gonna need to lift some heavy stuff to get it out of the way.
Your two
I wonder if
muscles
there's a
aren't
break
there.
for that.
Well,
Lift heavy stuff.
Sammy happens to have a moving gear talent, which he has not had to use since the time he threw a table at somebody.
Which one of you has the best muscles? I'm curious.
I'm a D8.
Okay, well that's only a 3. But I mean, Pete's there. Like, can he help? He's just
Pete
like
can help.
helping lift.
Pete can help.
Yeah. We're already at a failure, so.
Excellent. I rolled a 2.
This is what happens when Himbo and Himbo Jr. aren't there.
So
What
you
is my-
are
That
together.
puts us right at a mixed success, though, right?
Yeah, you are able to lift it a little bit, and somebody is gonna have to go underneath this in order to jiggle out and remove the flange capacitor.
Sammy's like, "All right, Emmy, I need you to." Oh, shit.
This would be the time, but
At the one time, I actually need you to crawl into some place.
And you're still
You
talking
shouldn't
like
be.
he's there?
yeah. So one of you is
Sammy's
gonna
just
have
like,
to.
Where the hell is that kid?
One of you is gonna have to climb under there, and
Pete's gonna climb on underneath then.
Well, I was gonna say me and Pete are holding it up, so can't we send one of the like dispensable NPCs
I'm
to do
not
it?
doing that.
I didn't say it took both of you just to lift it.
What? And get my lab coat dirty?
Has Godfrey said a single word? Is this just Pickler with this accent?
Gottfried sounds like this.
Oh,
He sounds normal.
Sammy's
He's
like,
just
All right, you plant nerds, always scared to get down in the dirt. It's all right, you three, hold this up. Try not to drop it on me.
and Sammy's gonna crawl underneath to search for the flange capacitor.
All right.
Which also, he's the one who knows what he's looking for too. So
Give me keep cool under pressure.
Literal pressure.
all right, hopefully not literal pressure. All right. That is an 8.
Ooh.
can I use my Scat King talent to like scat a cool little sneaky tune, like Kronk sneaking in Emperor's New Groove?
I'll let you do that.
Like,
But you have to actually do it.
Sneaking under the ship, gonna skid that papa, get the flames cut past the skibba about that bow. Zibba zibba zabba. Zuba zuba zibba zabba zib.
Are you farting under there? What's going on?
I have a process, okay?
Hurry up! This is heavy.
Oh yeah, I guess I should. I need to actually roll that.
Yeah.
I got
roll the
distracted
d4 and
scatting.
see if you fucking.
Well, it put me up to a 9, so it didn't actually help at all. Because this guy distracted me, it threw me off my groove.
You never throw Sammy off his groove.
So you get to the flange capacitor and you are able to uncouple it and get it out. But as you are moving away, you feel you hear Pickler go whoops, and there's a scraping and a crunching sound, and you feel your ribs get compacted a little bit as this lands on you. Go ahead and take a wound. But then they're able to lift it back up, and you can crawl back out.
I love how so far I'm the only one that's gotten wounded by, like, gunfire. Everyone else has just had, like, set hazard.
I guess I should thank you for only squashing me a little bit. It's honestly better than I expected.
We do what we can.
Need some biofreeze now.
Now let's get out of here. So you guys start to leave the junkyard, and as soon as you are free of the gates of the junkyard, there are two men in very fancy suits standing there, and they look at Sammy and they say, "Mr. Sinclair."
If you're looking for flange
start to do
capacitors,
something,
they're all
goes
sold
well.
out.
I feel like at this point is when
Sorry,
he's
guys,
like,
we got the
"Oh."
last one.
I feel like this is the
You might
point
want
where
to
he's
try
like, "Oh,
the
you know, I should."
only advanced auto parts down the road. They might be able to help you out.
They say, "We're not here about your parts thing."
It's at this
And he's
moment
like,
and he
"Oh,
realizes
okay."
he should have
And then he
texted
runs.
Sammy.
Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Your little communicator finally gets a blip.
How heavy is the capacitator? Can we run with it, or
You can run. You
I
can
just
run
assume
with it.
it's a small part.
It's maybe like yay big.
Yeah, so in Sammy's experience, if men in suits are asking for him by name, it's not a situation that he wants to stick around for. So yeah, he's bolting. He doesn't even wait to see if Pete and the other two come with him. He's just booking it
As
with the
soon
flange
as
capacitor in
soon
tow.
as you start to move, they pull out handguns and they start firing. Give me dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, please.
Alrighty.
is that
Really, this is where Emmy got it from.
And you're moving gear. That's muscles, right?
Moving gear is muscles, yeah.
Yeah. So that's not gonna help you here.
Clearly,
Okay,
at some point.
Well, okay. So when
You know, it's never good when someone rolls something and they go, "All right, so okay."
Well, that's when because it hasn't really come up, at least for me, before. So when you roll juice, you roll all of the dice that you used for the roll again and add to the total.
Yeah.
Right?
So you can roll your talent again if it applies.
If I added a talent and it was still a failure, I could get to add my juice to that and then roll both of those dice again.
Yes.
Okay.
How bad? How bad are you?
Well, I'm
looking?
trying to think. I got a 2. So I can either use my juice and just roll the d10 again and try to get up to a total success, which I'd have to get a 10. Or I could roll with my talents and use smooth moves.
What's your talent? What that would
My
have
talent
applied
is smooth
anyway.
moves.
That would have applied anyway.
Right. I guess I might as well.
Yeah.
I was just doing the math in my head. The odds of doing it without my talent, and running away non-smoothly.
There's no reason not to use the talent.
Unless I was running away non-smoothly.
Like the idea
guess.
that
Okay,
Sammy
well,
at
that
one
put me up
point...
to a 5, which is a mixed success now. That was the thing, is that, like, okay, I was trying to balance, like, are the odds better of getting a complete success with just my juice, or are the odds better of rolling it with my talent and hoping I still got a failure so I could roll it again and get a complete success.
Well,
but
it doesn't
I just
really
got a
matter.
mixed success, so whatever. I got a 5.
All right. So, yeah, you are, because you're holding this fucking big thing, you are gonna take one gunshot wound. Where do you get shot at?
Okay. Sammy get shot.
Boy, Sammy's getting fucked up. As
I don't
usual.
know, just in the back of the arm, like the fatty part of the arm.
All right, Pete, what do you do in this situation?
They're kind of turned towards him, and he kind of ran. So am I behind, like, to their back?
Yeah, cause let's say he ran in between them, and so they like both spun around and they're like firing handguns. What do you want to do?
I keep clicking to switch to my character sheet, but I misclick and end up back in Firefox, where I have Xbox One logo, pretzel bun logo.
Firefox? In the year of our Lord 2022, Jim? Really? Aren't you like a computers
Listen,
guy?
All of my
A
RAM.
true classic never
I know
goes out of
Chrome is
style.
bad too, but damn.
And meanwhile,
sit
because
over
this,
here, also on Firefox.
but my character sheet
guess.
PDF is open in Edge because that's the only thing that I can actually edit it in.
Yeah, I know. Microsoft Edge is like weirdly good for editing PDFs and nothing else. It's what I have. I have the book open in it right now.
My character sheet's open in Photoshop so I can draw on it.
I mean, that makes sense too.
So how much of the tree serum, is that like a one-shot use thing, or can I like
Well, you
grab
need
these
to.
two and have
You would
plenty
have
left
to.
over?
You would have to. It's like a concentrated dose right now.
So isn't that the anti-tree serum?
Yeah.
Well, right now it's the tree serum, but they needed the.
Well,
flash
he also
capacitor to
has.
make
He
the
also.
anti-tree serum.
Well, no. He has the anti-tree serum, and
Oh.
it's like a syringe. It's like a one-time like use thing, unless you take some time to like distill it into a spray, right?
I had those backwards. I thought I had the. I was gonna try and turn these guys into trees.
They
Alright,
haven't
in that case,
consented.
I'm just going
You
to
have
shoot.
in order to you need the flange capacitor to distill their shit into the tree serum, the anti-tree serum. You can do that on your own with your own botanist equipment.
He could have
But
done
it
it
takes
at any
time.
time.
It takes it takes time. It takes like an hour.
I mean, but he could have turned the people in the bars back into humans.
No,
at any
he
time.
needed the thing.
Okay, gotcha.
He didn't have the formula. They gave him like a
Okay.
special thing that he needs to like take an hour to turn into like a mist.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway,
I thought you were
I passed
implying that
it
like
on.
Pete could have done it at any time and
No.
just chose not to.
He has some tools that he could do some shit with, but not that. Anyway, so what do you need to do, Jim? 2.
I
Okay,
just
whatever you're
Passed
doing, you
the fun
failed
and
it.
rolled a 2.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
I just shoot at the first person I see that isn't Sammy.
Okay, well, they're going. They're
Hopefully
gonna shoot.
that's not Pickler or...
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
so you.
seeing what I rolled, it very well could be.
Yeah, you miss completely, and they shoot back. You're gonna take a double wound. Oh crap. Yeah, so you get double shot here by both of these guys. Sammy, your friend just got shot, and you are running away. What are you doing now?
Well, yeah. So I think Sammy like is booking it, and he like makes it around the corner, and he's like huffing and puffing, and like holding his arm, and he realizes that Pete isn't like following. He's
Yeah,
like,
and then
"God
you hear 2
fucking damn it."
gunshots.
And so he peeks around the corner, and just really quick, does he recognize either of the two people? Like, can I roll a
Give me a read a
a gather
situation.
intel or a read situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did I put my D12?
Hope it doesn't roll another one.
That time I actually got a 10.
Hey,
Okay.
it's a 1 but with a 0 after it.
These guys, they don't necessarily look like they're with the Space Mafia. They look like maybe they're hired assassins. So maybe because the Space Mafia doesn't have a big presence here on Mars, maybe they just hired, like, contracted some guys out, maybe.
Okay.
But these guys don't look particularly dangerous.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
They very
Well, I think
much still
Sammy then,
dangerous, though.
Yeah, they sent the dangerous one after me.
Like, these guys are maybe like a threat level 1.
Okay. Well, I guess they're distracted for a second by firing back at Pete. And so, Sammy doesn't really have any, like, good tools or anything. He left it all back on the ship. So, I guess he, runs up. I don't know. He just, like, God damn it. And he, like, goes back around the corner, like, pulls out his gun, and is, like, guns blazing, like, running at them, like, bang, 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 shooting
Alright.
at them.
Get
He
in the
yells
firefight.
bang.
Skip
Sammy's
up the womp, the womp,
bang,
down.
It's a modded
Skibbity
gun,
bobbity
so
boom boom.
Was that get in a firefight?
Yeah. Anyway, I
Okay.
started scatting.
Shit,
Canonical
what's my
image for CU Space Cowboy.
time? Okay, well, that was a 5. Could smooth moves help with that? Can I be firing at them smoothly?
Sure.
The smooth action of drawing the gun and coming to Pete's rescue.
Actually, if you,
Okay,
you
that
got a
puts you
5,
up
so
to-
the most you could get with that is a 9. So it really
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
make a
mean, they only
difference.
put me up to an 8 anyway, so... But yeah, you're right.
So you're gonna take a wound, but these
no.
guys are now one of the guys is down on the ground.
Okay.
Pete, what do you do now?
Do I see anything that would like work well as an improvised weapon?
I mean, you're right outside the junkyard.
So I'm wondering if there's like something I can like shoot where steam will come out and we'll have cover or something like that. Action movie sequence.
Now you're
You
thinking like
really
Emmy.
have to
Are we
run
still
sort of
are
back
we
into
still
it.
right outside of the doors? Because you could just like slam one of the big metal doors into them.
Yeah, you could try to do that. You could lift heavy stuff to do that.
I think I'll play it safe and just shoot at them.
You know what? Fuck being creative. I'll just shoot the guy.
When we first split the party, I was like, perfect, we've got one, like, really high cool person in each group. This'll be fine. And then it's like, oh, we left them without any muscle.
Okay. 8.
8. You're gonna take a wound, but you are able to shoot the other guy down. And they're on the ground now.
Does that put you at 2 or 3?
3.
Me too.
Excellent. We're doing really well.
Well, I mean, we're doing about on par for how we've done every other episode.
Nah, usually we roll better at the beginning of the episode.
Well, once we rolled like garbage, and then in the third half, which we're at now, it's 8. We got
The
good.
third half?
So
Third half.
yeah.
There's the
Third
first
act.
half, the second half, where it's wrapping up, and then it's kind of running a little bit long, so they move into the third half. Sometimes we're running right up until Onslaught has to go to work, pushing up to
Yeah.
the fourth half.
Yeah, of course. It's.
The fourth half.
I'm gonna have a fourth half of a pizza later. So yeah, these guys are down. What do you guys want to do?
All right, so Sammy is comes up to them and he's like wounded and like holding his shot arm with one hand, but he pulls out his gun and he's holding it at them. He's like, "All right, who sent you?"
We'll never talk.
Listen, these guys here, they're the brightest minds in the field of botany. You can talk all you want, or not talk all you want, but you won't be talking to anybody after they turn you into trees.
We
Except
actually
for them,
we aren't going to do that.
Trees, but they're awful conversationalists, and you're not going to want to talk to them.
We're not going to do that to these guys.
Shut the fuck. God damn it.
All right.
Well, they're not, but Pete here, he's crazy about turning people into trees.
Guy goes,
This guy's a loose cannon. You don't know what he's going to do.
Ugh, I really don't want to be a tree. Fine, it was the space mafia.
God damn it. Who in the Space Mafia hired you?
The
There's a lot of
Don,
people in the
personally.
Space Mafia.
He said you kidnapped his daughter.
Don Gandolfini?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Well, okay. Thank you for your time. No hard feelings.
Oh, my ribs. I've been shot in my ribs. I hope this heals.
we just kind of walk away over them. No hard feelings, right? Ugh.
Sammy
Alright.
just like,
Shit. All right, son of a bitch. We got to get back to the ship.
Have we heard from the others? I haven't had my communicator on. I ran out of batteries.
Yeah, I left my phone back on the ship so they could call me. In retrospect, that was a bad choice.
Fuck. All right. So you two, Spanks and Emmy, you guys are all full of warm pierogi and like tea or whatever else you want to drink and
Vodka.
and you sure. And you each get one wound healed because of this.
Oh,
Yay.
sweet. Thanks, Auntie.
Was he good at anything? Yeah, he was best motorcycle rider.
And he also calls her auntie because he just assumes that he's been adopted.
Oh, yeah. Well, Auntie, I gotta get back on the road. I got some stuff to take care of.
Okay,
Um,
listen, she can stay here as long as she needs to. I'll make sure everything will be okay.
Thank you so much. This is big. Come here, Auntie. And I give her a big hug and I say, this is wonderful. And I look at Anna, I'm like, Anna, you cool with this?
She says, "Yeah, as long as nobody saw me come here or finds out I'm here, I think we'll be okay."
Well, I leave that in your hands, Auntie.
I'll make sure that nobody, not a finger of harm will come to her.
Good. Alright.
Maybe we can talk about acting school?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do.
And,
Actually, yeah, you better give her your number, kiddo.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could actually get both of your numbers, because I want to make sure that you get out of this alright. He looks at Anna. He's trying so hard to make friends.
She's like, yeah, don't worry. I can. Well, I'll be in touch if we need to. Don't worry.
Okay, but he'll give Auntie his communicator number, and it's like, man, Sammy really hasn't gotten back to me yet. That's so weird. He always has this on him. I tried Geek too, but it said undeliverable, whatever that means. I've never seen that before. Usually they just go through.
it means Pete accidentally turned on airplane mode when you were showing him how to turn on his speaker earlier.
Is it airplane mode or is it space flight mode?
No, it's
Flight
airplane
mode,
mode.
yeah.
But so should we go
Alright.
back to the ship or the lab?
Sammy,
Let's go
you're
back
here
to
at
the
the ship. You're here at the ship.
Let's go back
and,
to the ship.
and it's upside down.
As a dude.
I'm just like,
No, we took the
Well,
dude in.
I don't know what I expected.
Is there like bullet casings still everywhere and like
Yeah.
blood?
Yeah.
It looks like there was an altercation here.
So yeah, Sammy, I don't know, he digs around the ship. I guess doesn't find anything.
He's like, shit,
Find your-
I don't know where they went.
You do find your phone.
I do find my phone. Oh yeah, are there messages on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
From Emmy?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it sounds like they went to Aunt Marcia. Why did they know that name?
It says, a guy came asking for your name. I did how you taught me. I ran.
And then crying emojis.
Yeah, just crying emojis and like running stick figure emojis.
A gun
Emmy,
emoji.
there's the whole story. Yeah, the like an X emoji.
And then the Xbox look. Yeah.
It's like a loaf of bread.
From these pictographs, I'm understanding that another assassin must have come after them. But they're at oh Jesus. They're at Martha's house.
Why did you say that name?
Like, Martha, if this is the Martha I'm thinking, this is Professor Martha of the Martian Theater University. Oh, that's an old flame of mine from back in the day. Like, oh, we did not leave on good terms.
Oh boy.
Luckily, no one's mentioned your name.
I don't know why they would have gone to her house. Unless...
Sammy is like connecting the dots. He's like, oh no.
That's why they knew that name.
Oh man. So, alright.
You get another bloop that's like, okay, we're headed back to the ship. Walking emote. Or no, it's like the dancing lady emote.
They're flamencoing their way back to the ship, apparently. I guess things are fine.
No, because it was like the pill emote and the dancing lady for the Dosage Tango.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
So I presume we do get back to the ship without further incident?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess they're coming back. They said they're okay, so Sammy at least
Goes to
manages to right the ship.
just goes to install the thing.
Yeah, you're
Right.
able to get
You
it
to
back
the bottom really easy
back
now.
right wise. And it's gonna take even more work now to just like bend the rim back into shape and get it all
Right.
fixed up. But you do have the what did we call it? The phase
The flange
the
capacitor.
flange capacitor.
Bassa.
So and so now that Spanks and Emmy are here, are you guys gonna explain like? Yeah. So
No.
so the
I'm not
doctors,
incriminating myself.
Dr. Pickler and Gottfried are like, so what? We don't need to turn her into the tree?
No.
No, we took care of it while you were out.
You turned her into a tree yourselves?
Sure.
Well, then I guess we don't need your flange capacitor to turn this goofy juice into, the serum to turn her into a tree.
That's correct.
Well, does Pete still need it though to be able to turn people in the bar?
No, that's a
back
separate
into
thing.
humans?
That's a separate.
Separate.
Yeah, they're two separate. Like one's blue and one's green. Don't fucking mix them up.
So you're gonna say one's green and one's red, and then we find out Pete's colorblind.
That would explain a lot, actually. All right. So with that explained away, they're like, well, I guess you don't need us, so we're gonna go back. You better figure out what you're gonna do to turn those people back and get your reputation in order. We can't help you
Or
with
you
that.
know it, I'll be back. You've helped more than enough already, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Listen, you're a good man, Dr. Pete Moss. Don't ever fucking ask us for anything again.
So what happened to you two? You look like shit.
Well, Emmy is also like bleeding from the kneecap, and
Oh no, we
Yeah,
got
Spanks-
I only have one wound.
Spanks also looks like roughed up and like he's gonna need to hit the tailor, and he's also now smoking. He's just like, yep.
Emmy just has like that, anime bandage across one knee.
Sammy's like,
We went shopping.
Emmy gives an understanding nod. This is
Well, just like,
if he's not gonna incriminate himself, I'm not incriminating myself. We're just not gonna talk about this.
Yeah, what happened here? What happened with
Assassin.
the ship?
Xbox Assassins.
Xbox assassin.
Wait, Mr. Xbox?
Yeah, he flipped the ship over, so we beat the shit out of him and then turned him in.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Oh, thank God.
I'm afraid
That's another old flame of mine.
Another?
I'm glad I
Hey,
didn't
man.
want to. Only one.
Great.
Anyway, Anna's out of our hair for now.
Yeah, she'll be able to stay there for a while and make sure nothing bad will come of her while you can figure something else out.
And
And,
might be able to
Plan
get
was
my
to forget the whole thing and make it Martha's problem, but that's because I'm an
And
asshole.
Emmy pipes up hopefully, and Auntie Martha's gonna help me get my debt erased.
Maybe
Maybe.
you might have to do something for that to happen.
He's
And-
optimistic.
And trust me, there are reasons that Spanks doesn't like talking to Auntie Martha beyond Martha just sort of being like that.
You should
Emmy
get with
implicitly
you
trusts
should get
everyone.
with me
We
and
know this.
info dump me.
Okay, yeah, I'm literally making this up as I go.
Okay, all right.
It's on the
Look.
on the seat of my pants.
We've established Emmy implicitly trusts everyone he meets, unless they point a gun at him.
All right, and Sammy, you get a text saying that as soon as Anna is off planet, your saxophone will be waiting for you at the airport in Saris.
okay, from who?
From
There's an unlisted number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's settled.
Yep, let's pack it up.
All wrapped itself up nicely.
Oh, but this ship is going to take a couple days and a chunk of money to fix.
And we've got 3 assassins in one day. I'm assuming more on the way.
Maybe. Let's see, 4.
Emmy helpfully adds, "Oh yeah, and the Xbox guy was worth a bunch of money, and he hands 200 over
He
to
wasn't.
Sammy."
Oh,
So what happened to the rest of the money?
that's mine, and I'm keeping it.
Okay, yeah, it's going to take 16 days to fix this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And that's not 16 Ceres days.
Yeah, no, they're regular days. Times.
It's like
Yeah.
50 Saris days.
Yeah.
Emmy's guilty conscience handed
Here, I
you
thought
the
we were
money.
gonna wrap the session up early.
No, we actually are, but first
Okay.
we need to plan out how much food you guys are gonna buy for those 16 days.
Oh boy.
So roll me 16 d10s and add those up. And that's how much money you have to spend.
You know what? I'm just gonna keep
Can we
going to
not
Auntie
just roll
Martha's.
one and
I go to Auntie Martha's house and I say, "Hey, Auntie, ships
Yeah, no.
impounded."
Emmy's gonna just be like, "Hey, I don't have any money. Can I just hang out here too while we're stuck on planet? I'll sleep on the floor."
Actually, you take care of the kiddo, and I'm gonna leave.
Hey, you know what? Take this one too.
Yeah, like just
I'll be back in 2 weeks.
bye.
It's gonna be so well fed.
It's the first like non-ramen meal that Emmy's had in like a year.
The reason he's like 90 pounds soaking wet is because all you feed him is like ramen.
It's
Bell
that.
peppers and beef.
No, it has to be the vegetarian options. It's just the noodles.
It's ramen noodles without the noodles. It's just water and flavoring packet.
And it has to be like, it has to be a flavor packet that doesn't have any meat in it. So
And
I don't even know if there is that.
The
Right.
repair
and, yeah,
costs.
they're all non-vegetarian options, so it's really just hot water.
It's just hot noodle water.
So your repair costs are going to be $14.75. Do
That's
you have
a lot
that
of
much
cheddar,
Do you have that much cheddar?
which is also the amount of money that we are getting this time.
At this point, would it make
nomination,
more
I mean.
sense to look into a new ship?
No.
I know this is a classic.
It's a classic.
Yeah, I
No,
just learned how to
you
drive
can't.
this one.
You're right. Maybe we could trade in the 3,800 for that 3,700 back at the junkyard.
Do you have that much money?
Kind of a fixer-upper, but
Well, I mean, Pete does owe a favor
Honestly,
to the
yeah.
junk lord.
So, Sammy hasn't really spent that much money. The only thing he spent money on is his and Emmy's taxes. So Sammy can afford that,
And Emmy just handed you what
but
we
I'm
got
pretty much
today.
broke after that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
worried
know what?
about
Fuck it.
getting-
Look, I have. How much do I have? I have 838. How much do you need?
About twice that.
Fuck.
$14.75.
No, Sammy can afford to pay for that out of pocket.
Okay.
We've had 3 assassins in one day, though. Do we want to stay around for 16 days?
I mean, that's how long it's going to take to fix this.
I don't want to
Where can we
stay
even
around
go?
that long, but that's how long we're going to have to stay around for.
Look, how about we see if the assassins have bounties on them and then turn them in?
Yeah,
They
that's what we did
usually
with
do.
ours. Didn't you do that
My
with yours?
concern is
Yeah.
more coming, though.
Listen, Sammy
If
Sinclair,
more come
he
to
lives
us,
in the
that's
moment.
more money. We beat the shit out of them and we turn them in.
If we can handle a constant assault for 16 days.
Well, maybe you
Those
can't.
problems for tomorrow, Sammy.
Yeah, Xbox guy's the easiest guy I've taken down in weeks.
And the next 16 tomorrow, Sammys.
I mean, if you want, you guys can hide out and you know, Spanks and I can just beat up all the assassins. It's okay.
I'm just planning out everything that's going to happen.
So I guess that's because is that where we leave it? Is that Emmy and Anna are going to go stay with Spanks' Aunt Martha?
Yeah.
Well, we spend the next 2
Well,
weeks
I mean,
trying
you
to
might
fix
have
up
to
the
call
ship.
Sammy up if some shit gets hairy in that amount of time. It's
Yeah.
up to you. We'll see what happens. But,
And we'll get to find out if Emmy actually does have a talent for the theater.
yeah. Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of things.
And seriously,
Things
Onslaught,
planned.
I literally made this character. Like,
Okay.
I
Alright.
knew that the things that I knew going in were simply that Spanks had an aunt. The aunt refuses to him Spanks, but Spanks is still like, I'm still a woman, it's fine. And still
Whatever.
calls him Janice. And that he's got kind of a, like, sort of, like, he's like, my aunt's so fucking embarrassing. That's about it, but then the rest I just made up. So if you want to work with me to fill in the gaps for whatever you need.
Oh, I've already. I might not even need that. I might have enough right now.
Excellent. And apparently checked up with Emmy at some point.
Story
Apparently,
for
I
another
just can't
day.
make friends my own age. All my friends are old people.
Yeah, I've got a lot of plans for next week now. But yeah, I
Never a
think
good thing.
we're good.
That's the opposite of never.
I know this
a
one
good
was a
thing.
little bit shorter, but I think a lot happened. Thanks for watching the CU Space Cowboy Actual Play Podcast. You can check out the game and pre-order your own copy at TidalWaveGames.com today. Follow us on Twitter at TidalWaveRPG, and if you like what you see, throw us a couple bucks on Patreon at patreon.com/TidalWaveGames. Stay gold.